Alright, we gonna do this test real quick. Let me see what's going on with my system. Maybe it was just having some gremlins with me running Alan Wake. But let's check it out and see what happens. And if it don't work out, sorry y'all, I'm gonna have to play this one by myself. Could have something to do with Epic Games or something, I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
We got through this
I'm good,
part
Mom.
already.
How are
Let's
you?
skip it.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Alright. Well,
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
might be my system.
I think I hear someone.
To,
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a
you
look.
heavy or something, I don't know.
Hey, over here.
It's better than I had
Hey
earlier.
there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Yeah, let's get a
What can you
briefing.
tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
Okay.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker
about
took
the
them back
city
to
folk.
town a while ago.
Alright, let's go take
I want
let's
to see
take
the
a look.
body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Alright, let's head through here. See what's going on. I had to
Before we get to
restart
the
my
crime
computer,
scene, there's time to review the
making
facts of the
it
case so
run
far.
A little bit better.
Make sure I'm
Well,
seeing the clues
better
clearly.
than it did earlier.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
You can access the case board inside the mine place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case.
using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Circle!
Alright, so let's look at this case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress in the investigation. Says victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. That's Ted Lane, the dentist who had stab wounds, bloating, and bruising on the wrist. Wendy Davis was a teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. So this is the guy they must have been talking about. Okay. He says murder method, slight differences in murders, bloating, only commonality in the bodies. But not the cause of death, chest trauma, exposure to water, post-mortem. Bruising on the wrist and legs, deep gash in the chest, heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. What's this down here? It says post-mortem tattooing of the body. The murder targets have discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay, control. Oh, okay. I'm doing nothing here. Okay. It says you are now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing enter. Okay. Get to the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton at the general store. Alright.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime
nearby
scene.
threats. Okay.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Going the wrong way.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Alright, what's this here? Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm space of the lake mirror in all its inverted glory. Okay.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
He said it's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Let's see what's going on with this corpse.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Says you've unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the baseboard inside the mind. Place. So, Saga allows Saga to see active clues. A key image can be selected with right click and placed on the board.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Okay, so another body is found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if there's a link to the killings we're investigating. Okay, consistent with previous murders. Okay. Objectives and goals reviewable here. Okay. You can collect clues from the body. Progress in the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Nice.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay. Let's put these pictures up. Alright.
Doesn't look right.
What am I supposed to do? They gotta be in order?
Doesn't make sense.
I supposed to do here?
That's not right.
Okay. That's consistent. The bruises on the hands or wrist. I don't know why I want to put it out there though.
Think, Saga.
Why are they making that complicated?
No.
Okay, let's see. Maybe it gotta look like the other ones. So we got bruising on the wrist, deep gash on the chest, all bodies experiencing bloating. I'm supposed to go up.
Keep trying.
Where else is supposed to go? Yeah. There we go. So you gotta
Heart
put it on
removed
the
from
yellow.
chest, strapped by the wrists.
Nope.
Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved. The open question never locked. As you advance, the investigation, new questions will be unlocked.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
What's this?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
So multiple killers. The victim, a lot of blood spattered.
Nah.
Maybe they go with the killers? Yeah.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Is that it? later. Alright.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people, as well as being by examining your surroundings. Okay. Let's see.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Icons at the bottom left indicate critical content is available in the mind place. What happened?
So
after
what
he got
happened to
fired?
Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
So he been missing since 2010?
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen 13 years ago. Casey Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Premeditated and spontaneous. Looks new. Brought by the killer's wife to mount a camera with snuff film. Be here too.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Victim came from.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place, get inside the heads of the suspects and victims.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
Okay.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. Let's go back to the board. I don't think I have anything else to... Feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why not after? But why now and after 13 years? Where is he then?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly noon. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
The page.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Inside Saga's mind place. There's manuscript pages. The victim was one of their own FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now, he had suddenly turned up only to be murdered in a brutal, bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was a page this page, the first page they had found, not the last. The first step down into the terrifying depths, secrets trembling beyond the threshold. Reading these words felt like a message. Was a message, and someone knew they were. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting a little tired. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept the sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them? Alright, so do I want to see my profiling?
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Okay. Something was put inside his chest. Let's look at the map real quick. Footprints emerged from under a rock. Trail goes cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Nightingale has something inside him.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
I gotta look inside this man. Come
Casey,
on.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
We don't get over here, they're gonna be gone.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder. Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Friday Miss told me today that her family's moving. It just sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess it's fair. He wants to stay in the Bright fucking Falls. Sunday I told her. She said thanks for fucking killing me. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake instead of just waiting or watching. And from here, like I always do instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what's going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos and get, it's gonna be epic. Okay, let me see. What else is there? Turn it. Nope. Okay. So this batteries.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Hmm.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Pistols. Only got one fragment. Then again, more bullets, another headshot. Okay. Again and again, holds the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Increase the magazine size for more bullets by 50%. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy and extend the duration. Okay. Alright.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter. Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
We don't really know where to find where they at. Or where I was. I feel like I remember us coming down this way though. Cause she made fun of him being old and not being able to hop down. Not the witch's time. Actually, it was. Yep.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Maybe behind it? No? Maybe it's just this song. Here lives the witch of Cauldron, beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Straight back. House over here. I already read that. I already got that out of there. So if I head straight, I'm going back to the scene.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Alright, let's head straight. Never mind now. About the general store. So on the back.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Let's get this body
Deputy,
back.
I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Okay.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Alright, let's head down there. Nothing. I'm going there.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
I got 2 fragments. What that one say? We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Yeah.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Alright. Where we heading now? Straight.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Alright, let's go see what's going on out there.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these punches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Alright, Bright Falls.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna stop this right here. It's a good stopping point. And I'll pick this back up. Once again, if the stream is looking a little, you know, the frame's looking a little low, I apologize. I can't figure out what's going on. Got a new graphics card in here. This game must be really CPU heavy. But I'll see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all coming through.